make sure your audience is rich. Make sure they have purchasing power. In my case, it doesn't, right? So I had a second failed business. But I take my lesson from the first failed business and second failed business to my third one. And I had my first initial success. I want to target so, so these people, they will shop a lot. They spend a lot of money. So they have the capital for it. Now the question is, online shopping space literally grow tenfold. It's not even exaggeration, tenfold. My income along with it go up tenfold. So from just like more like a side hustle, it now makes way more than my full-time job. This business gave me more money than my full-time, and then every day I just spend 30 minutes. If someone just give me $500,000, will it change my life or my daily habits or anything in any way? I really cannot think of anything. I still will do exactly the same. What about you? 500,000?
I would do the same.
So I was just trying to learn as much as possible from all the philosophical and religious texts, and I became a Christian, and then I convert into Muslim, and later on I became agnostic. So this is quite unique in the sense that not a lot of people get to look at the world from 3 different opposing angles. And this is a tremendous change for me. From the outside, I look exactly the same. But if you meet me during the different stages, I'm a different person.
Just walk me through the journey. Like, what made you trigger from Christianity to Muslim and then from Islam to...
It's all about...
Hello, guys. Today, we have Sean Yeh, an Instagram connection and content creator.
Hello, guys. Sean here. Thank you for having me, by the way.
Of course. Thank you for coming on. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. How about yourself?
I'm doing amazing. Actually, in between things right now, I'm potentially putting a pause on my startup for a bit to go gain some actual industry experience at a SaaS company.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
I can elaborate, yeah. So in the past week, I churned a very big client. Like 80% of my monthly revenue was coming through that one client, and they got acquired by a big firm. It was a law firm, and I did some lead generation sort of and customer acquisition work for them. Mm-hmm. So from there, I talked to my mentors, because I have mentors in the industry, people that are investors or kind of just successful people in my life.
Yeah.
And they were like, I understand, like, this is what's going on. Maybe it's best for you to go and work at a successful company that already has systems in place and over 50 employees. You go there, work there, and learn how they go about managing teams and operations. And after 2-3 years, you'll have more knowledge about the industry. You'll know better, and you know exactly where to come back to and do a startup, because they know I love the entrepreneurship realm, and I won't fully exit my startup, but this is what I'm leaning towards. So I've been talking to a couple recruiters and friends that have companies in that sense and trying to go there.
So what do you think about what's going to happen with the podcast?
The podcasts have been near and dear to my heart, but the one thing is it has been negative return on investment like this whole time. I calculated the other day, I've dumped over $12,000 Canadian into it. I've met a lot of cool people.
$12,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Met a lot of cool people. I've interacted with one of my good friends is from here, like meeting him through the podcast, and it's awesome, like meeting so many cool people. Approaching 100 episodes now. But
100 episodes.
Yeah.
In 2-3 years?
In just over 2 years. And
just over 2 years.
Realistically, in just a year. Because most of the previous time, initially when I started it, I wasn't committed fully.
Okay.
So I did like one podcast here, and then 2 months later I would do another one. Yeah. It's like more hobby. But I really picked it up September of 2024.
Okay. So roughly 1 whole year.
Exactly.
Exactly 1 year. Okay. And anything you learned from this experience?
Anything I learned, I've become a much better communicator. Mm-hmm. I've become a great listener, because I think there's a reason we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. So being able to listen to someone and actually being curious about their story is so powerful that I've been learning to do that. And I had that in the past, but I'm just getting better and better. Mm-hmm. And also team management, because I'm managing a team of 3 here for the podcast, like editing, this needs to be done now. And then there's an iteration, talking to the guests, making sure they're cool with the editing, and back and forth, like all that scheduling the content. And there's so much to learn. But I feel like I've hit the point that I've gained the pros that I've wanted to, and I can use that money right now, like I'm creating a bot on Forex, a trading bot.
Like AI trading bot?
Not AI. It's like just a traditional trading bot because I play badminton with a friend of mine who has a trading bot and he makes like $10,000 a week doing nothing. So
true passive income then.
A true passive income, and I've been grinding at it for 2 weeks. It's not easy. That's why not too many people have it, but I've had the computer science background and it just takes work. But yeah, anyways.
Well, before we move on, I want to ask you, because you have 2 years of podcast experience. For someone who doesn't have that experience and want to jump into this field, any advice?
I would say start with your circle of people that you find interesting. Just have a normal chat with them, and then like do the first 10 episodes with your circle. The people close to you, and then from there you will find a rhythm that, hey, these are the questions that are important to me. I want to ask every guest, because I think podcast needs to have a signature thing to it. Like, for example, with me, I have 3 questions that I ask at the end of podcast at every single guest that I have on. And people, everyone knows it. But yeah, find a signature thing that's very unique to your podcast. Second thing, really pay attention to the algorithm, to the YouTube side, see where people are dropping off, and really pay attention to your KPIs, because if you want to make this far and successful, you need to know what resonates. Third thing, don't just jump into it because you saw a successful podcaster making hundreds of thousands of dollars per month.
I'm very tempted. I really want to do a podcast, but then so this is a great experience for me to just experience how it's like.
Yeah. Why do you want to do a podcast?
I really enjoy just connecting with people. Today is my first time meeting you. I just want that connection. I want to know what people are doing, especially meeting inspiring people who have something going on. They always inspire me. When I see people in my circle do something great, I feel like I can always do the same. And it has been the case for me throughout my life.
That's awesome. I think that's a good initial reason to start one. And just do it. Honestly, you can just think about, I want to start it, but then you won't really know if you like it. You won't even know if it's successful, XYZ, until you actually get yourself in the deep end and do it and find a rhythm and just keep doing that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it does seem like good advice. But then I do have quite a bit on my plate right now, so podcast is not at the top of my list. But maybe one day, if I do, maybe I'll come to you for advice for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'd be happy to help you out. But let's go for your side. So you had 5 companies or kind of startups in a way. You've tried out different things. Can you speak about them?
So I wouldn't say it's called 5 companies, but I have done 5 ventures in the last 10 years in the online marketing space, e-commerce, online marketing. So I tried many different things and lots of failures, lots of challenges, bunch of lessons learned, and some successes. So yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm gladly going to share the details of them. So I guess we can start from my first one. Yeah, how would you like to do it?
Yeah, just walk me through first one. This is how it went. This is the things that I've learned. Yeah. And then go second one, third one, and just...
Cool. So yeah, basically, just to give a background information, I've always wanted to have a business for myself. So I want to be a business owner. I think it's so cool. And I want to build something for myself. So when I was at SFU, my university, I gave myself a goal. So by the time I graduate, I need to have something up and running. So that was a goal. That was the only goal I had for myself. And exactly what it is, I don't really care. So I thought about it. Okay, I'm so broke. Should I go with a brick and mortar store or an online store? I don't have the initial capital. I don't know about the permitting and all that. So naturally, I go with the online business. So now the next question is, what should I sell? I don't know. But then I do know one thing. Whatever I sell, shipping is going to be a big cost. So the smaller the item, obviously the better. So I chose stickers as my first thing to sell. I thought, okay, manufacturing so cheap, shipping so cheap, I'm a genius. This is gonna work. So I went all in. I created a website. I created a Facebook fan page and all that. So I started pumping advertisements and all that. And it was super pathetic. It was my first venture, very pathetic, the most pathetic business I have had. Basically, no engagement. People don't really care about it. Do you care about stickers?
No.
When was the last time you buy stickers?
Never
in your life. Okay, that kind of speak volume. Same for me. I don't remember the last time I buy stickers for my own pleasure, right? So I try everything. Engagement is poor. Viewership is poor. I pour in a bunch of money. Doesn't seem to work. And there you go. That's my lesson number one. Go into a niche that people give a damn. Basically, right? People give a damn. No one give a damn about stickers. Obviously, there are some like successful sticker businesses, but then as a first business, I think it will be very dismay for you because you see all the results, all the viewership so low, it kind of just kill your spirit. So I don't recommend it as a first business for sure. But yeah, I took my experience from that, and I go to my second business. So my second business this time, okay, I want people to be passionate about the niche that I'm in. I want people to be actually engaging, passionate, and all that. So I chose K-pop. So when I was in university, BTS was just gaining traction in North America. So I thought, okay, I want to jump onto this bandwagon, and then maybe hopefully I can earn money along with it, along with the trend as BTS and K-pop start to grow. So I thought, okay, damn, this is such a genius, such a genius idea. So I'm gonna go in and start promoting, like have my online store selling like BTS hoodies, bottles, and all that. I feel like people are passionate about it, and guess what? It was successful. People actually care a lot about K-pop. At least there are a group of people who really are passionate about the subject matter. Not so much for me, but then people are, which is all that I care. And then I start promoting it, and then every month the engagement is more than 1 million. There's 1 million viewership. People come to my website. People view my videos. Everything goes great. But then something starts to be off. I see my conversion. It's abysmal. It's so pathetic. So I had some sales, but then it was never enough to even cover the cost of running the ads and running the Shopify store. Just so you know, have you tried Shopify store before?
Not to the extent, no.
Okay. Shopify store charge you on every little features, and it really builds up. And then that's on top, that's every month reoccurring. So to me, that was quite an expense, especially when you're barely making sales, right? So I solved the problem that I had with my first business, which is low viewership. I solved that, but then now I have a second problem: conversion. Conversion is trash, like literal trash. So why do you think is that? Do you have any idea?
I think your funnels weren't optimized, maybe. Do you have a good funnel? What was your funnel?
Basically, I just have a bunch of videos, and I promote. I try different type of advertisement, not a specific type, but people do come to my website and stuff. So the answer to my question, why is it so bad, is because most of the viewers are young girls who are 14 to 17. They don't even have credit cards, right? They don't even have credit cards. They are passionate about the subject matter, but then they cannot even purchase it. They will share it with their friends and whatnot, but it's just simply not converting. So I also didn't know that Brazil happened to be, I guess, big K-pop fans, because they're always on top of my country demographic. So one thing I know about Brazil is that the average income is about 1,000 Canadian. So that's 12,000 a year. So they don't really have that additional capital to purchase like a BTS hoodie that's like $80. So not the adults, let alone their daughters and stuff. So overall, I learned my second lesson for my second failed business, which is make sure your audience is rich. Make sure they have purchasing power. In my case, it doesn't, right? So I had a second failed business. But I take my lesson from the first failed business and second failed business to my third one. And I had my first initial success. And let me ask you a question, because I learned that the demographic needs to have purchasing power. So let me ask you, what do you think is one group of people that has the highest purchasing power? What do you think?
In like consumer basis?
Yeah, so what gender?
Male.
You think male? Women shop a lot more. So women spend a lot more money. What about the age group? Who has the most money?
30 to 55.
Yeah, I would say so. So the middle age group. And what countries, some of the countries, what are they?
United States.
United States, and as well as Europe. But then Europe, I wrote it out because there's so many countries, right? And then so many different languages, so many regulations. So I just don't want I don't want to get into that. So there we go. I now know for my next business what I want. I want to target American middle-aged women. So, so these people, they will shop a lot. They spend a lot of money. So they have the capital for it. Now the question is, what is one thing these people are passionate about? So I thought, okay, obviously they're passionate about many things, but what is one group that's really has a lot of money to spend? So I thought pets. Pet owner. Don't they have a lot of money to just buy like little things here and there for their pets?
I think so, yeah.
Do you have pets yourself?
No.
Okay. I think a lot of them, I don't have pets, but I think a lot of them do treat them as like their own kids, and they're willing to spend money on it. And the fact that they can like have a dog or two signify they're at least middle class, right? Close to that at least. So there you go. That's my demographic. I found it. So third business I went into is pet in the pet area, pet niche. So I focus on digital portraits of dogs. So for those of you who want to get into e-commerce and whatnot, I can just spill out the whole bean, the whole funnel. So basically, if you want to start, this is a proven method. So go to Fiverr, for example. Fiverr, by the way, is Fiverr. So Fiverr sell everything over there for $5. Most things, I should say. So you can just find an item on Fiverr. It's all digital products. Find one that you like, and then create a corresponding social media page on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook page. And now you have it. Start getting clients. Start reaching out, promoting. And then when people come to you, whatever you can sell more than $5, you make a profit. Now there you go. You have a business for yourself. So now I tell you the source is Fiverr, and you can just build a social media page and then start promoting it. And now you have a business. The next question will be, how exactly do you get clients, right? How exactly can you do that? So the method that I use, which is still applicable today. So if you want to use it, feel free to grab it. It's fine. So in the digital portrait space, I would just go for like big pet influencers. There's so many like animal pages, don't you think? So many of them. And then I just do a portrait and then of the dog or the cat. And I send them a message and I just say, oh, I really like your dog. And I do a portrait for you. So hope you like it. If you don't, that's fine. But if you do, I would appreciate it if you can share it to your audience. That would mean a lot for me. And I will tell you, 8 out of 10 people, when they see that, it's a very nice gesture. And they will tend to promote you as well. So a lot of them will start posting that portrait onto their story, and they'll tag you, and they'll post it on their story post or whatever, and they'll tag you. And then there's a lot of engagement in the pet community. And people see it, they'll be, oh, so cute, so cute. And then there you go. Their audience now will come to you as customers. They'll be like, oh, can you also draw my pets? There you go. That was my first digital online success.
How did it go?
It went well, and it kind of ties back to my initial goal, which is to have a business running by the time I graduate. By the way, I didn't achieve that. I achieved it like a year or two after, but it doesn't really matter, right? It's just a goal. So I achieved it, and I thought to myself, okay, finally, I'm a business owner, and I really enjoyed it. A bunch of the amount of clients coming in was never an issue. So I do think there is a big market for it. And if you want to get in, feel free. I don't really care. So I do have a problem with it after a year or two of running it. So basically, one day I got a PayPal, like a notification. Another customer come in purchasing stuff. And my initial reaction was so weird. I was like, oh, goddamn, another one. I was so annoying. That another client comes to me, which is super weird.
Why is that?
Yeah, I was annoyed because it's just a lot of work. And then when the customer come in, I need to do customer service. I need to ask them, oh, what do you think about the ears? Should we go down, go up? What do you think about bow tie? And then when I finish the product, they'll be like, oh, can you modify the eyes, modify the color? It's all customer service. And that's when I realized, which is my third lesson, it's more toward myself. I don't like doing customer service. Don't trade time for money. What I did there, I do have clients, but basically what I do is freelance, isn't it? Because client come to me, right? And ask me for a portrait, I do it for them. So it's basically freelance. So I was trading time for money.
Why didn't you get like a virtual assistant to help you out?
Exactly. So there are two ways to do it to get out of this like customer service nightmare. One is to make my product more expensive. So just start selling higher ticket items. But I don't really see how that could really work well with my business because I sell very specific items. So I rule that out. That's option one. It's gone. Option number two, like you said, having an assistant to do it for you. So I thought about it, and you gotta train the person, and then you gotta modify their work, and then they also will not treat it as their own business, right? So when they talk to the customer, the conversion won't be that great. And I just don't like the idea of having to like manage a person. I just don't. So I decided to not go with that route. So when you say you have like 3 people working for you, how do you think is the management for that?
Bro, I'm actually the opposite. I love managing people.
You do?
Yeah, I think I'm great at it. So it's basically just making them buy into the vision. That's the most important thing, right? Because your problem was that they will not treat it as their own business. So
exactly.
how I turn around at the beginning, I'm like, okay, I will give you some sort of leverage so that, hey, as this podcast grows, you will grow with it as well, because you will get 5%, for example, of the revenue coming in.
Okay, that's how you do it.
That's how I do it. A very small amount, and I keep reiterating that I want you to treat this as your own business. And I make sure that they are bought into the full vision that I've created. And I think that's the best way, because you can't just grab anyone and be like, hey, do you want to be my virtual assistant and deal with my customers? Like, they don't want to do it. And it really takes practice, and I've learned a lot from my good friend. He has a team of 8 working for him, and the way he communicates, it like comes naturally to him, but like I keep practicing in the mirror. I don't know how to explain it. It's very complex, but that's the main thing. Make sure they buy into the vision.
Where do you find virtual assistants for yourself?
Through the years, people have reached out to me, and they have people in India or different bases. So I just ask them, I'm like, hey, do you know anyone that is a good VA? And they're like, yeah. And then so on, we just connect.
So it's more like they reaching out to you as opposed to you reaching out to them.
Yeah, it's mostly that. And it's because I've been in this space. I've been doing content for over 2 years now. So people reach out, and I'm like, okay, sure. The one thing that I do is I give everyone a try. They reach out to me. They're like, okay, I want to do a sample work. I'm like, okay, well, let's see how you do. Because I'm not closed-minded in that sense. Like, I give them a try. Like, okay, you've put the effort. You've searched me up. You've reached out. I want to give you a chance, because I would love it if I was starting out and somebody would give me a chance.
And you find the process of managing people interesting, or?
I find it interesting. I find it rewarding. Like, I'm managing a cold calling team for an AI startup right now. And I enjoy it.
You enjoyed it? Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're learning together. And then also you are making them buy into the vision, because, dude, at the end of the day, you can have a business one person show and you will maybe get to like $10 million. But then you can have a 10-person team and get to $1 billion.
Sure.
So it's like,
it's a way to scale it out for sure. Yeah.
You can scale it much more. So it's a skill that I haven't shied away from.
I think that will be one skill I truly need to learn, because when I think about managing people or like dealing with customer service in my previous like venture, I just find it so annoying, to be honest. I just don't really want to talk to them. I just find it very annoying, especially when my phone keep ringing nonstop. That's the thing, which lead me to my pet business, right? I have a bunch of customers coming in. My phone will be ringing like all day, all night. Obviously, I turn it into night mode when I sleep, but it's ringing all day. I'm on my phone all day. I just replying people, answering questions, all that. I really hate it. So that leads me to my realization. I don't want to trade time for money. And the skill set you mentioned, which is have virtual assistant, I think eventually I will have some. But then I think, to me, the idea sounds annoying to manage people.
No, it's totally fine. Like, everyone has strengths and weaknesses, and it's good that you've noticed your weakness, and then you can just lean into your strengths more. Yeah.
So basically, I thought, okay, I could either start selling high-end ticket items for my website, so for my pet business. It doesn't seem to work. And then the virtual assistant, I chose not to do it. So I start to lean toward having another business. And
can I ask, what was your profit margin in that business, the pet one?
Okay, so it's actually, I don't mind just telling you the specific numbers. So Fiverr, they charge $5 for a pet portrait, right? I just charge $30. So so every portrait I get $25.
Pure profit? But there's some other costs.
I use PayPal.
Too.
PayPal is kind of, I'm not a big fan, but they take a cut as well. So after that, it's about 22, 23 per work.
It's a healthy business.
It's healthy. I mean, especially if you up the number high, you do like 5 portraits a day, and you're good. Like, it's decent money. And especially you can do it anywhere. So for people listening from like a country that has like a lower spending cost, dude, this will make you like a nice middle class. This will give you a middle class lifestyle.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're just spilling the tea. Yeah. It's a healthy business. You could torch it if you had VAs. Like, I see nothing wrong with it, really.
There's nothing wrong with it. And just one more thing. Once you sell the portrait, you can upsell it. You can upsell it by, you can also buy a mug with a portrait on it. You can do a blanket. You can do a pillow with a like a dog portrait on the pillow. You can up-end it in any way. And you can actually start selling physical product. I was just I was just so annoyed by the whole process and customer service. So I just decided to step away from it, but I'm still doing it. It's just that it's not my main focus. Yeah. And then just one more thing. If you want to make it, there are many other businesses like this. So you don't have to go with portraits. And there's also one thing I want to tell people, because AI is becoming big, right? So portraits, e-portrait, all the painters, I don't know. Maybe one day this market will start shrinking because AI becomes so so commonplace, right?
Yeah, it's true. I'm actually curious. You were talking about how with certain customers, they're like, okay, ear down or have the eyes bigger. Did you achieve that by using AI?
No, I was doing it. The AI, ChatGPT didn't really came out at the time when I was at the prime of the business. So all I did was I messaged my painter from Fiverr. I'd be like, yo, just make the ear down, please. And then, yeah, just a bunch of communication here and there, which is the reason why I was so annoying.
Painter from Fiverr?
Yeah.
So this is actual
Digital painter. So there, if you go to Fiverr, you will see a bunch of people who are doing portraits. And you'll see people who do also things like you can make a customized dancing video and then they will dance for you. And then, well, if
That's
you,
crazy.
Yeah, well, if you want someone in Africa to write like your name here on your chest, and you can do it. Everything's customizable, and then you can sell that. You can be the middle person. It's the idea of dropshipping, right? But instead of dropshipping physical product, I dropship e-product, electronic product.
Yeah, and you would send them the file, and then they can, I don't know, blow it up and put it in their wall.
They can do
like that.
anything with it. Yeah, and then I also partner with other like sticker companies. So if they want to print out their stickers,
You didn't leave the sticker business.
yeah, I kind of I took what I learned, right? And the thing about sticker is that my main thing was shipping. So that's why I chose sticker. But then e-product, like digital portrait, you don't even need shipping. It's even better. So I learned my first lesson. I learned a lesson from my first venture.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, amazing. I think we delve deep enough. I have all my questions answered. It's actually an interesting model. So
Well, this is not the most profitable business I have, which is the
yeah,
next
we're
one.
gonna get to it. Don't worry. Okay, let's keep going then. That was the third one. You learned your lessons.
Yeah.
Roll it into the next.
So like I was saying, I was very annoying with customer service. I asked myself the question, is there a way I can start making money and not dealing with customer service and sell products? Is there a possibility? I was like, okay, it's gotta be a pipe dream. But
Furniture.
so yeah, I told you about it, right? I started selling furniture, but I don't actually sell physical furnitures. I went into affiliate marketing. That's the thing that I was looking for. So affiliate marketing, for those of you who don't know, basically you are the promoter. You bring the traffic to the website and whatever they buy, you take a cut, whether it be 5%, 10%, whatever. So you don't have to deal with inventory. You don't have to deal with customer support. You don't have to deal with returns. None of that. You bring the people to the website, they purchase, you take a cut, done. It's like the easiest thing ever. So I went in, I found out about this. I went all in. And then I got lucky because the time that I was doing it, it was 2019. So I was building it. And what happened in 2020? COVID-19 happened, right? So my main focus was still America, USA, because they are the richest. So everyone's locked down in 2020. People start to buy from Amazon. So the online shopping space literally grow tenfold. It's not even exaggeration, tenfold. My income along with it go up tenfold. So from just like more like a side hustle, it now makes way more than my full-time job. And that was when I learned, okay, the power of scaling, the power of online business. Because even for my digital portrait business, it was more like, it cannot replace my full-time job. But then now this business, doing affiliate marketing, I sign up with Amazon and then I take a cut. And this business gave me more money than my full-time. And then every day, I just spend 30 minutes. So one is 30 minutes. I can work from anywhere on earth, more money. One is my full-time job and 8 hours, less money. And keep in mind, when I say more money, it's business profit falling under the business tax. So which is a lot lower than T4 income tax. So I thought, okay, why am I even working? So I was thinking to quit. But then, thank God I didn't quit because the business crumbled 5 years later, which I guess we can talk about it later. But why I choose affiliate marketing was because it was super easy in terms of not having to deal with customer service. But now the main problem is how do you even get traffic? Now you have to study SEO. You have to understand what kind of advertisement to promote. Have you tried SEO and all that before?
Oh, 100%. I do SEO for my YouTube channel right now.
Okay.
I don't do SEO for my business website because most of my clients come from actually word of mouth and my LinkedIn presence. But yeah, I mean, back in the day, like when everything was simpler, it's much easier to make money. But now, I mean, obviously right now as well, there's something that just getting started, which is AI, and there's always opportunities.
It's a Wild West.
To find
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So for me, affiliate marketing was just such a, I found it, I built it, and then I used all the lessons I learned from my previous ventures, and I was just pretty satisfied with the business. And then the reason why I choose furniture as my target is because Amazon break down the percentage of how much you can get for each item sold. So their rule is that if people click through your website link to Amazon within 24 hours, whatever they buy, you get a cut. So I'll be promoting, for example, this sofa, and they click it, and they end up buying potato and carrots on Amazon. I'll still take a cut. I love it. It's so nice. But that is also a bad thing because you Americans truly rely on Amazon. It's like a hegemony, right? So it has total dominance. So I don't really have an alternative. So I want to diversify, which brought me to the reason why my business crumbled. Because one day I woke up, I checked my email, and I got an email from Amazon. It simply said something like, we take a look of your website. It doesn't meet the program criteria. We will end our program partnership immediately. Something like that. Something short and sweet. Except that it's not sweet. It was devastating for me. But then this is the lesson that I learned. Don't put all the eggs in one basket. But in the field of affiliate marketing for Amazon, it's hard to diversify because what other alternatives you can think of?
YouTube did that to me for my first podcast channel. I used to have another channel with over 1,200 subscribers and over 6,000 watch hours. And this January, they were like, yeah, your content is XYZ. And there's a reason for it. I've talked about it on the podcast, and they canceled it. So these conglomerate companies, they have all the power.
Exactly. Yeah. So one way I diversify was I started posting Google ads on my website as well. But then it was only like 10% of my total revenue. So it wasn't even worth it. It's not even covering my basic cost. So when Amazon discontinued my partnership, basically it's just the business doesn't work anymore. And every day I open up my Amazon dashboard and I make $0, $0, $0. It used to be a lot more. Like I feel so desperate looking at that zero. But then, I was gonna say the furniture thingy. So furniture, Amazon used to pay I think 5% of total sale. So if this one is sold for $200, I'll get 5%, which is $10. I'll get $10 if someone buys this from Amazon through my link. And then every day I'll just be selling a lot of stuff. So it builds up. Right now, I think it cut down to 3%. So it become harder. And then one thing I want to say is I'm very jealous of girls because the number one, the one item with the highest affiliate percentage is makeup, beauty items. It's 10%. So you see a lot of like Instagram makeup artists and whatnot, usually women, right, who do a good job and then they do make good money with all the affiliate links. So yeah, I was quite jealous. Yeah, but then yeah, I stopped with all the work in that in affiliate marketing because my business died. Yeah.
I have a question. So you said 30 minutes a day. What would you do for that 30 minutes?
Exactly. So 30 minutes, I have all the ads set up, right? So all I do is to look at analytics, all the Amazon analytics and Google analytics. So I just look at them. What's the demographic? What is the retention rate? How many seconds did you stay on my website? And what did you end up buying through the link? And then what was my conversion rate? Was it 15%, 20%? I was looking at that. And then a good thing about advertisement is that you will post a lot of them. You can try a lot of them. Putting $50 for this ad, $50 for that ad, cool. And then most of them will fail. But when you find one ad that works, man,
you just torch it.
Yeah, just grow it. So when you see you put in $50 for this one ad, you earn $70. Okay, now you can put $500 in it. And if you make 700, you just the difference is 200. And literally you can just up it.
It's a glitch, it feels.
It become like a paper printing glitch when you find it. So I was just studying that analytics nonstop. Like what is the conversion rate? And yeah, like what is stopping me from just put down $5,000 for this one ad if it's working? And I'll just get a return. Yeah, so it was super fun in that sense. But then at the same time, when my business died, I was telling you, I feel very desperate. I feel like I was just walking dead for one whole week. But after 1 week, I feel this, it's weird. I feel this tremendous sense of relief. I feel a huge relief after my business died. And because during that whole 5 years, my whole headspace was furniture. How do I promote? What season? Like what kind of advertisement I should do for furnitures? Are you passionate about furnitures?
No.
Not really. Honestly, neither do I. So I feel like, okay, for the previous 4 businesses, my whole focus was money generation, earning money, reasonably so as a young person. But then when the business died, I feel like, okay, finally I have the headspace and time to actually think about what I truly want, like self-actualization type of stuff, right? Like, what do I really want out of life? Now I have the time. I have all the energy. I have some money saved up. I have everything. I can jump into any field. So I spend the whole 2024 soul searching, like looking for what exactly I want. Yeah.
So, wait, it's interesting actually, this affiliate marketing thing. I've looked at it, but I've never looked at it seriously. So I still want to linger on this a little bit. 5%. And how is like your funnel exactly? So you have a website that is advertising some type of furnitures, and then there's a link. It's like, okay, go explore, and then that link takes them to Amazon.
Exactly.
And then you would advertise on Facebook Meta with pixels obviously set up everywhere.
So yeah, I literally try to post it everywhere. Even like Kijiji, for example, you can literally try anything. And then in Vancouver, for example, there's Van People as well. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but there's literally so many little places you can try. I literally try everything that I can think of. All the platforms, Facebook, Instagram, all those are the basic, right? Yeah. So there's also Nextdoor. I'm not sure if you've heard of. There's a bunch of places you can place ads, and most of them is gonna be abysmal. But then you can never really lose that much money when you're trying it out. You just lose $50, for example, for one ad. Okay, who cares? It's not gonna kill you. But when you find out a rare gem somewhere, right, and you just dig the crap out of it, right?
Where was the platform that like you found that gems? You would rank it.
So, right. I don't want to get into too much of a detail because that would be giving out some trade secrets as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about it after.
Yeah. Okay. I can tell you in person, actually. Yeah. But then maybe off the podcast.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, amazing. So let's go to, you did soul searching for 2024, and then earlier this year you got into your 5th, which was.
So yeah, I did some soul searching, and then I was thinking, okay, what exactly do I want to do? Like, so the answer is that what I truly want is I want to have positive societal impact, positive social influence. Hopefully I can build a legacy for myself. It sounds very grandiose, but that's what I truly want inside. I don't really care about the money. I have some money saved up. I will always be comfortable, right? I'll always be okay. But what is more than just money? I also did a thought experiment. If someone just give me $500,000, would it change my life or my daily habits or anything in any way? I really cannot think of anything. I still will do exactly the same. What about you? 500,000.
I would do the same.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it's 5 million, oh yeah, it's different. It's a different story.
Hawaii.
Yeah, I wouldn't even be in Canada, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, but then $5 million is obviously just outrageous. But 500,000, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change my life. So money really isn't the priority for me. It's more of a secondary thing that comes along with it. So what I truly want, I want to start chasing what I think is really legacy building. Hopefully I can make a name for myself. And it just so happened that it happens like end of 2024, beginning of this year. So what happened in the beginning of this year was Donald Trump got elected, right? So he started to attack Canada, tariffs, making threats. And our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, he just said that he will not seek re-election. So for the first time in generations, Canada doesn't have a leader. Canada is facing external threat from our biggest trading partner. I think Canadians were scared. I was scared. I was feeling quite anxious. Were you anxious at the time?
Yeah, it was a bizarre time.
Yeah. So I was just anxious and scared. And a lot of people are like me. People think the future is gloomy and then people are losing hope. Canadian dollar were tanking to 0.69 conversion to USD. So everything seems to be on fire. Everyone is losing hope. So the thought I had was, what can I do to lift Canadians up? What can I do as a normal nobody to lift Canadians up? That was my goal. So I made a video. Titled 8 Reasons Why Canada Has Unlimited Potential. So I talk about Canada has the longest coastline. It's the second largest country. We have oil, we have lumber, we have rare earth, we have gold. And Canadian population happen to be one of the most educated, and we are loved by everyone on earth. We literally have like unlimited potential. Like this is a fantastic country. Like it seems dark at the time, but then we literally have a tremendous, like unlimited potential. So that was the video I made. And I posted it, and within a week, it got more than 1 million views throughout my platforms. And keep in mind, I have 500 followers, 500. So to me, 1 million view was like outrageous, right? I was like, okay. So finally, I found something. It aligns with my self-actualization. It aligns with my my drive to provide positive social impact. So it aligns perfectly. So once I learned that, once I learned that there is a need for helpful Canadian content, helpful in ways of finance, in politics, in education, all of that. I learned that there is a desire for it. I go all in. So I start pushing content. I talk about how do you file tax, how do you find cheap flights, what's first loan saving account and stuff like that. And then just basically helpful videos that I do the research on and I share with the people. And that's it. And I wasn't really thinking about making money. It was just more so for me to achieve my self-actualization, to achieve what I think is my legacy. And it's been 7 months. And I grew from 500 followers to 23,000. So it's okay. It's doing okay. And people do, some of them, I do get a lot of DMs and stuff. So for the video, for example, the very first video, I talk about Canada being great, has a lot of potential. Dude, I was flooded with a bunch of DMs. People thanking me out of nowhere, just thanking me for letting them sleep better, just having some hope to grasp onto, right? So that was the first time I really taste something that is beyond me. So for the society, and it truly feel great. And then I want to explore more in that space. Yeah, that's what I want.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And during the 7 months, have you gotten any success in terms of monetary as well?
Yeah, so I went in just more so not as a business, but as a way to, like I said, leave a legacy, have a social impact. But people start to DM me, opportunities come, and sponsorship do come as well. So I'm making money now. I'm monetizing it. So I came out of the red. So I'm making money. It's not, definitely doesn't come close with my affiliate marketing business. It's like far from it. But as opposed to furniture, this is actually making me feel fulfilled. Like money is great, but that's not gonna fulfill me. So I want to pursue something greater, and I'm using this social media as a mean to achieve that. And it does open up a lot of doors. I mean, even this conversation, right? I'm talking on a podcast right now with you. Thanks for your invite. So all these are random doors that open. That's very cool. It changed my life in the way that it opens up my eyes in the sense I just get to experience way more and meet a bunch of cool people along the way. How wonderful is that?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing that people are resonating with that stuff. I think it's very helpful. I don't think there's a lot of people, especially in this country, that are doing the type of content that you are doing.
Yeah, the reason is because we don't have what's the name? Influencer monetary fund.
Yeah, from the Instagram, from Meta.
Yeah, so TikTok and everything in the States, they do pay you, but in Canada, we don't have that. So people who are influencer, a lot of them are trying to, if you want to be a bigger influencer, you need to have monetary support to make it long term, to make it out of just being a hobby. But for me, I have different drive, self-actualization, positive social impact. So my drive was coming from that. And it just so happened that sponsorship and all that also come along with it. It wasn't really my focus, but now I enjoy best of the both worlds. I really love it.
How do you edit your videos?
I was talking to you about all the lighting and setup, right? So for the audience, there's like a bunch of lighting set up here. This guy putting a lot of money and thought into the whole setup is great. For me, all I have is my iPhone. That's all I have. So when the sun goes down, I cannot make video because I'm relying on natural sunlight, and my light in my room is very orange, and I don't like that. So I try to make all the video during the daytime. And winter is coming, so it's gonna be difficult. So I need to start looking into investing in all the lighting setup.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'll ask you more about it.
But no, the editing side, like for example, I saw it's very minimal, and you have like photos popping up, and you're talking about stuff. Is it just the classic applications?
Yeah, because honestly, I use CapCut, and I'm not even paying for it. Just my friend just being nice and just give me the account, and I just edit along with it. Like I was saying, I was just doing it, trying to create an impact, and then I didn't come from like a video editing background or anything. So if you look at my videos, they're super crude, super basic. Basically, just a photo, boom, come out, couple lines. That's it. No fancy transition, no none of that. But I think that people don't really care that much about all that. It's nice to have it, but it's just a cherry on top. What they care is about what they care is the value that you provide. After the 1 minute video, have they learned something out of it? Have you provided anything? So I think I've been trying to do that. When I learn something cool, I share it with my audience. So what I truly want is when people say, "Oh yeah, I really appreciate Sean being there. I learned a couple things from Sean, and Sean made a positive impact in my life." Dude, that's very fulfilling for me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What are maybe the top 5 facts that you've learned along the way? Because you're always probably scouting for different cool stuff to talk about.
So I am still trying to find my niche. So I personally am quite interested in the investment finance space. So you'll find me talk a lot more about it. Like, oh, what's the difference between Bitcoin versus Bitcoin ETF? I think it's important information for people. And how do you allocate your portfolio? I share about that, right? So I've also have some investment success. So I don't shy away from sharing what is my strategy and whatnot. So I think I'm leaning more towards sharing more financial stuff. But then at the same time, I talk about, oh, what's going to happen to the Bay? Who is the mayor of Vancouver? What is his background? And I like to hear about like fantastic people who inspire, which is very inspiring overall. So I just made a video about the founder of Vessi. She is like 32 years old, something like that, and she already make she make like 100 million something a year, right? She has a store everywhere. Even I was wearing Vessi today because it's a raining day. So like I want to learn about their story. So once I learn about it, I just make a video and share it with the people, and people like it, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't broken this gap of like very big growth for the podcast Instagram channel, and that may be a reason that it doesn't motivate me as much to continue. I don't know. I want to get your opinion. Maybe go watch my videos, and if you have any tips, because you were obviously in 7 months, you've achieved the 23,000 followers.
So obviously we're in very different space, right? But one thing I do find that really pump people followers up is short form content. I think I was telling you about it. So if you can deliver something good in a minute, people learn something out of it in a minute, then people will tend to want to follow you, right? It's just that simple. Do you provide value to my life? Yes, and I want to drop a follow, and that's simple. So for the podcast, if you can chop it down to many different chunks, which you have done. So so I would say keep doing the short form content, and then the viewership will definitely grow big from that. Yeah.
Inshallah, before
Inshallah.
the pause and everything. Yeah, actually, let's go into that realm, which is we spoke, obviously before this on a meeting, and you mentioned something I've never heard anyone say, which is you have been a devoted Christian and also a devoted Muslim, like fully engraved into the culture.
Yeah. So about me is that when I was growing up. I'm still growing up. So when I was a kid, I was just so fervent about all the big questions in life. Like, is there God? Is there heaven or hell? Is there free will or not? Is there moral objectivism? Is there reincarnation? What's the meaning of life? All these things, man, it troubled me every day. I don't know why. It just troubled me so much. It makes me feel like I couldn't really live my life without knowing the answers. So, man, it was a difficult time. So I was just trying to learn as much as possible from all the philosophical and religious texts. I was just trying to learn it basically every day. And I became a Christian. I was devoted Christian, and then I converted into Muslim. And later on, I became agnostic. So this is quite unique in the sense that not a lot of people get to look at the world from 3 different opposing angles. And this is a tremendous change for me. From the outside, I look exactly the same. But if you meet me during the different stages, I'm a different person because inside it's different. I believe this kind of worldview is foundational. So when you change it, it's like a carpet pulling moment. When everything crumbles, you have to rebuild. What's your political stance? What do you think is good? What do you think is bad? Everything changes because when your worldview crumbles, you have to rebuild it. And I've done that. I've done that 3 times, right? With being Christian, being Muslim, being agnostic. And for those of you who don't know what agnostic means, it basically means you acknowledge the fact that you don't have the knowledge to know what the truth is. So you can learn as much as you can, but there's simply not enough evidence and knowledge for you to really discover what the ultimate truth is. And that is totally fine. You can still live a fulfilling, happy life, not knowing everything. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know anything. Like, we don't know everything. I think I fall into that boat as well. But you were born Christian.
No, I wasn't. I was born in Taiwan, by the way, and people don't really talk about religion much in Taiwan. So I didn't really think much about it. So I really start going all in grade 11 when I start to become more mature and start asking all these big questions, right? I had all those questions. They were just hang at the back of my mind. But I start really doing the research and all that, going all in since grade 11. Yeah.
And you landed on Christianity. Just walk me through the journey. Like, what made you trigger from Christianity to Muslim, and then from Islam to?
It's all about if there is sound objective evidence. So if there is a philosophy that happen to have a lot of external, internal contradictions, then you tend to rule it out. Like, you tend to, but then, so it's a lot of it is theology. It's fact based. So I don't put my emotion into it. I am simply trying to search for the truth, right? So I don't really put my emotion into this whole process. Obviously, being a Christian is very fulfilling. Being a Muslim is very fulfilling. And being agnostic is also a very happy process. So, but I try to stay away because my emotion will cloud my judgment. I just look at all the evidence. I just keep gathering evidence, keep studying it, the history, the religious texts and whatnot. And right now, I'm agnostic. Yeah, and if we want to get into the theological space, dude, you'll have to invite me on the next show, man. It's like 2-3 hours. You will not do.
That's a whole thing by itself. You've been investing for over 10 years. If a 22-year-old Canadian walked up to you today and asked where to start, what would you tell them?
Okay, so as a Canadian young investor, the first thing, the priority is to do 3 things: open your TFSA, open your RSP, open your first home saving account. Because we live in a country that tax so much. That's going to take a big chunk of it. So do that first, open the 3 accounts, and then start putting money in, start investing. And I want to mention one thing. First home saving account is kind of new. So unlike TFSA and RSP, TFSA and RSP benefit come to you automatically. First home saving account, not so much. You need to open an account with your brokerage first in order for the benefit to come in. So if without opening an account, you won't get 8,000 allotment this year. So yeah, for those of you who are listening, yeah, open an account if you don't have it. Yeah.
So can you dive deeper? What is that exactly? It's the first time I'm hearing about it.
First home saving account? Or
first time saving account?
It's called first home saving account.
First home saving account.
So basically, if you don't have a home, every year, government will give you $8,000 just for you to deduct from your taxable income. So it is the best of the both world. Combining TFSA and RSP. So first home saving account is the best vehicle so far for young Canadians. 8,000. So let's say your taxable income was 100K. Now, after putting 8,000 away, your taxable income is 92K. So that means you save about 2,500, which is a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, the percentage of that. Okay, makes total sense. So 3 things every single Canadian should have in their roster and start as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then once you have the TFSA, RSP, and first home saving account, you got to think about what should you invest. And that will come to your risk tolerance. So for me, I'm more of a safer side. I want to do long term. I'm not trying to gamble anything. So you won't go wrong if you start buying, for example, S&P 500. So that will be VOO, VIV. So buy a portion of that on your portfolio and buy some gold, buy a bit of Bitcoin just to diversify. So if you are well diversified in that sense, it won't go wrong. Yeah. And if it does go wrong, the whole world is going down. So
yeah, you go down with it. Was there a random, unexpected moment that completely shifted the trajectory of what you're building or your life?
Well, the biggest one, that's the most recent, obviously, was what I tell you when I got that dreadful email from Amazon. My business of 5 years just crumbled like that in an instant. And then when I email them back or anything, just doesn't go anywhere. Because to them, I'm a nobody, right? It's Amazon. Whatever they say counts. So I got that. But this really lead me to another thing, which is when there is a door closed, it's the perfect opportunity to pursue something greater. Right? It happens to me. I get to pursue something that I find a lot more fulfilling. So yeah, don't be afraid of closed doors. Yeah, treat it as a perfect opportunity.
That's a really good lesson you just brought up, and I definitely agree with that. There's a bunch of nuggets you're putting out, and I want to ask you, in the 30 years that you've lived, right? 30.
Yeah.
Which year was the most fulfilling to you?
Most fulfilling? Well, honestly, every year is pretty good so far. I live a blessed life. In fact, I would say I feel like I'm in heaven right now. I don't even say that lightly. I feel like I'm in heaven right now. My life is being super good, super blessed. I have everything that I want. I don't really crave any additional stuff. Yeah, I feel like I'm in heaven right now. Yeah.
What's the top 3 advices you've ever heard?
Well, one advice that really stick with me is this idea that don't worry. Don't worry because the bad days are going to come, surely. You're going to get sick, your loved ones will die, and don't worry, this is guaranteed. But today is a good day, and today will soon be one of those good old days. And yeah, just enjoy today and don't worry. Yeah, I really resonate a lot with that idea.
Yeah. They're inevitable.
Yeah, so if it's inevitable, whether you worry about it or not, it's surely going to come. The bad days will surely come. But today seems like a good day. I'm talking to you. I'm having a good time. So yeah, just enjoy today. Drag me back to the present moment.
Present. Yeah, being present. Very important. Any other ones?
Yeah, so that was more like a philosophical take. But then in terms of entrepreneurship, one thing I really resonate well with is the saying that, okay, you find out something that you want to go with, and you go in so hard, you do so much work that probability-wise, it makes no sense for you to fail. Right? Just keep doing it. It makes no sense for you to fail, probability-wise. And then this thing especially is applicable to entrepreneurship because, like I was saying, I thought a lot of my ideas, like such genius ideas, but it turned out they're not so good of an idea. You don't really know until you give it a shot. So it's all about trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. So how fast you can do the trial and error becomes the key. So try to do it more, fail more, try to do it again, fail more. Just shorten that whole process. And yeah, probability speaking, statistically speaking, you're going to hit something. Yeah, if you keep trying. Yeah, so that's what I would say is a perfect example for entrepreneurs. And I'm sure most of you heard that before, but I just want to reiterate that as well. And this also is especially applicable to content creation, which is something I'm doing now. So content creation, basically, you post a video, you get view. You post a video, you get opportunity. You have people messaging you. You have sponsor coming your way. You post a video, and then there's things coming your way. So the more you post, the more good things coming your way. Boom, it's that simple, right?
Mm-hmm. Any more?
Yeah, so those two are something that really resonate well with me. Yeah, I would say I'll stick with the two.
What challenges you?
What challenges me? Honestly, I'm in a very good emotional, psychological place. I don't really find anything that's super worrying or challenging. Yeah, obviously, one day bad days will happen and all that, but it doesn't really faze me or bother me at all. I'm not afraid of death. I just enjoy my time when I have it. So in terms of challenging me or any bad days, I feel every day's been pretty good for me. Yeah, and I want to keep it that way.
No challenges.
Honestly, what challenges? Obviously, okay, stay disciplined. Okay, yeah, you gotta do your dishes and all that. It's annoying, but
challenge.
Yeah, but I cannot think of any challenges right now. Yeah, do you have
That's
any?
Awesome.
Do you have anything that's like really bothering you or challenges?
One challenge that I have is procrastination.
Okay, but that's everyone though.
That's everyone, but I want to kind of eliminate that as much as possible. It's always going to be a constant challenge.
Right. So my take on procrastination is that don't rely on motivation, rely on the system. So once you have a system set up, it becomes automatic. Motivation, people's emotion come up and down, goes left and right. So don't rely on it. Go with the system. Once you have a system set up, everything's automatic. Yeah, at least that's my situation. And then if you haven't done it, I definitely recommend it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who are the top 3 people that have built your mindset?
Build my mindset. Well, I don't necessarily agree with this person, but then this person does inspire me in a certain way. Elon Musk, for example. One thing that he really inspired me is how much he can get done. Right?
Right, bro.
Yeah, whether you agree with him or not, you have to give him credit for how much he can get done, being a CEO of so many different things and just taking off all the business at the same time. You have to give him credit for that. So when I think about him, I thought, okay, he's older than me. I have more energy than him. And I don't have a lot of responsibility. And he has a lot more responsibility. He has a bunch of kids, right? And he has so many things on his plate. So if he can somehow pull everything off, why couldn't I? Why couldn't I? I don't get it. So, and he also mentioned in one of his video, he said he sleep like 6 to 8 hours per day. So he sleep normal. He doesn't try to like cut down on that. So we all have the same amount of awake hours. Why could he accomplish so much? Why couldn't I? So yeah, do more. There's no excuse. Yeah.
Elon Musk, one of them, for me as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is one thing that he kind of like inspire you in?
The one thing is that he cares about humanity. Like I don't know. This is a controversial topic.
Yeah,
People,
it's getting a little political.
I know I don't want to get into that
Yeah.
side at all, but I read his book, right? The documentary about his life and the
Okay.
way he approaches problem solving is
First principle.
I always think about first principle and waste literally no time. There's no block of his time that he's actually wasting. There's so much to learn from him, and people may not agree, but we have some similarities in that sense.
Well, yeah, you don't have to agree with his political stance or anything, but you gotta give credit when it's there, right? So he's able to do so much with his time. Why can't I? That's the question.
Exactly.
What's holding you back? Yeah, and I see people, some of my friends, they'd be like, "Oh, I have a full-time job. I'm tired." I mean, full-time job is only 40 hours. There's a lot more time. There's a lot more time than that. Right?
Come on now, pick it up.
Yeah, pick it up. Yeah, no excuse. But obviously, if you don't want to do it, there's no need to hustle super hard. We live in Canada. No one's gonna starve, right? So yeah, do whatever you want. And if you want to hustle, if you want to achieve like your full potential, yeah, then yeah, you gotta put in the hours for sure.
Exactly. Any other people?
Any other people? Well, obviously, I follow a lot of like entrepreneurs. They talk about like different mindsets and stuff, and yeah, it's overall helpful for me. But if someone really inspire me, it's the time management of Elon Musk. But any other than that, not so much. Oh, I also, this is super random, but I also really admire Snowden. Okay, so he basically just kind of revealed like the dark things that the U.S. government was doing, and he just gave up his life and moved to Russia. I think, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so the courage there is something that I admire. I probably, if I were in his shoes, I probably won't do it. But yeah, it's super random because you're talking about who you admire. The courage there is what I admire.
Wow. So he fled the country for his safety.
Yeah, so he basically has access that of U.S. government is actually spying on a lot of people, other government and its own people, and he has evidence for that. And then he just came out and released all the evidence. And obviously, the U.S. government hates him, right? So he flee to I think Russia, and that's where he lives right now. Yeah, you gotta think about, he has everything going on for himself. He's a young person with a girlfriend, and then he's making good money at a high-ranking position in the U.S. government. He's able to just give up all that for what he believes is true, is right, which is this government spying on people. He thinks that's wrong, and he just actually take a step and do it. That courage right there is what
So valuable.
Yeah, is what I admire. Yeah, I don't think I have that courage, but yeah, I really admire people. You gotta give credit when it's there. Yeah.
Exactly. What is, maybe if you had unlimited money, where would you live in the world?
Where would I live in the world? Well, I wouldn't choose a specific place. I mean, Canada is nice, but then in the wintertime, we all know, right? It's a little bit abysmal. Yeah, so I have family roots in Taiwan. Taiwan is honestly a very comfortable place, especially with the healthcare system there. You know how in Canada, we have to wait for like a couple months for one specialist appointment. In Taiwan, like 30 minutes. You get it done, and it's cheaper than here. And then you barely pay anything for the MSP in Taiwan. So I keep my citizenship there because it's so valuable. One of my friends has an appendix issue, so she was waiting for a specialist appointment and just to cut it off, doing a surgery. They tell her that it's not that urgent. It's like 9 months. Yeah, do it after 9 months. So she flew to Taiwan, and just within a week she got it cut off and just done, and then just come back. And then she's here. She kind of forgot about it, and she just got a notification that the surgery has been postponed to even further. But it's already done. Yeah. So yeah, the Canadian healthcare system, yeah, definitely room for improvement.
It's kind of broken.
But yeah, where will I live? I will live in Asia during the winter time, summertime. Come back to Canada, if I have the choice.
Sean, it was fantastic speaking to you.
Dude, very nice, man, talking to you. I appreciate it.
Yes, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
And likewise.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.